Hi, this is the ChessMates, and today we're going to start our series Magnus trolling and winning against strong Grandmasters. By Magnus, we're referring to Magnus Carlsen, the reigning world champion, and considered by many to be the strongest player ever. So, today we're going to be analyzing his game against FIA Master Roman Yanchenko, who, yeah,
He's
also,
not. He's not a good.
Also, we're going to analyze this game with two other chessmates. So, yeah, Yanchenko is not just your average FIDE master. He at the time of the game was rated 2436, which is already above the requirements, above the rating requirements for IM. So also, yeah, after the game, he achieved his peak rating of 2481, and right now he's at 2467, which is almost GM. So he's not average FIDE master. So let's continue analyzing the game. So Magnus started off the game with 1h3.
H3, yeah.
Yeah, this game took place in the Pro Chess League, by the way. Okay, which is rapid, so I guess Magnus controlled. So, he played d5, and here Magnus played c4, which is counter-striking in the center. So, c6 is what he played. Here, d4
would be better.
Yeah.
Aggressive.
Yeah, that more ambitious. More ambitious
Yeah,
plan.
that's the center.
But that's not what happened in the game. After c6, knight f3, g6, c takes d5, c takes d5, and d4. The position reached a Garfield-like structure, and yeah. So it's not really that h2 move didn't really make a difference.
Yeah, for example, after d4, it definitely would have made a difference. Like this move is kind of wasted. But here, this is like a standard move. Like, not standard, but definitely doesn't hurt his position. Okay, so let's continue. And here, he played bishop f4, and Yanchenko played knight c6, e3, and castles. So, this position has been reached a whopping 366 times, which means there's
That's a lot of times.
Yeah,
Especially
a lot of games. But
yeah.
of course, this is the only game that reached this position from this specific move order, aka 1h3. Definitely not. Okay, so most games here were reached from a exchange Slavian kettle move order, which is basically going to show you d4, d5, c4, c6, knight f3, knight f6, knight c3, g6, cd, cd, bishop g7.
And that is basically a position.
Yeah, bishop g7, bishop f4, essentially h3.
Okay, so moving on in the game.
So let's continue. And so here, white played bishop e2.
Bishop e2, a6, castles, bishop f5, and rook c1, rook c8. And out here, development is about complete. And it really seems like Magnus didn't really play h3. And also, black has actually a slightly worse position.
Yeah. After move c6, already the position was kind of leaning in white's favor now. So h3 doesn't hurt white's position in any way.
Yeah.
So here, white played queen b3.
Queen b3.
Attacking b7 and putting pressure on d5.
Yeah, d5 squared, d5 squared,
so,
d7 squared.
So he played b5, and he played knight e5, just taking control of the center. And they exchanged, and black played knight e4. Probably against Magnus, he probably just wanted to exchange all the pieces.
Yeah.
But of course, that's not what happened.
Because Magnus is Magnus, and he's the world champion. He doesn't lose at all. Well, he does lose, but not a lot.
Okay, so knight takes e4, bishop takes e4, bishop takes g7, king takes g7, and rook c5. So Magnus is attempting to take control of the c-file.
C-file.
Yeah, she's trying to double. So if black took here, then d takes pawn would give white a pass pawn, which is not the best option. So black played e5. Pretty aggressive. So here
Yeah,
White played rook f(c)(1), taking control of the c file.
and then Black has no choice to take, or else he's going to be overwhelmed.
Yeah, White
Correct.
took back, creating a fast pawn.
Yeah.
So here,
And now,
Yanchenko played arguably the only mistake, maybe not the only mistake, but like the only really bad move that the only really bad move. He played bishop f5 here, which doesn't really seem like a bad move, but as you can see later in the game, let's just continue with the game. He played rook d1, putting pressure on d5, and his opponent is forced to play bishop e6, and now Magnus played queen c3, supporting the passed pawn and putting pressure on the e5 pawn. So as you can see, Yanchenko's position is already deteriorating.
it's like, and
Yeah.
Black played queen c7, trying to prevent the pass pawn from getting any farther, but b4 is played to support the pawn. And
B4 supports it, making it a connected pass pawn.
yeah, and now can just gonna stay there for the rest of the game. Black played rook b8, queen a1, d4. After e takes d4 and e takes d4, White played rook takes d4, and queen e5 was played. But now the position is gonna be liquidated. And after rook d1, rook takes d1 check, queen takes d1, and bishop takes a2. The d pawn is gone, and the position is really liquidated. Only White has a passed pawn, and Black traded his d pawn for the a pawn, which was bad decision. And now White is almost completely winning.
Yeah.
So
White is definitely not completely winning, but he is most certainly a lot better. So yeah, he's
He can
definitely
play
better.
with queen d7.
Yeah, his
Queen
king on
d7.
g7 is weak. His bishop on a2 needs a tempo to get back. Yeah, but mainly the pass pawn decides the game. But okay,
yeah,
it's not over
Play
yet.
like
And yeah, okay, it's
bishop
basically
f3.
over though. Bishop f3, putting the bishop on the long diagonal.
trying to protect c6 square, allow the pawn to push.
Maybe like queen d7.
Yeah, Yanchenko played queen c3, trying to distract Magnus and grab a pawn possibly, and also try to stop the pawn from advancing. So
But you have to push past the pawns, and c6 was played, and now the
yeah,
pawn is basically unstoppable.
yeah,
If he
fast pawn.
takes queen a1, oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
queen e is coming.
queen d7.
no, the pawn is protected.
For example, it's protected, and taking on b4 is just
Not a good move.
too greedy. I mean, if
So
you take on b4 c7, it's already lost. It's already lost. You can't stop. You can't stop
this
it.
is the only move that prevents bishop e6 prevents queen e7 that supports the pawn. So
Yeah, bishop b7. Bishop b7. It's already over. Bishop b7
yeah,
is over. So like, you can still play queen c3, but then queen d8. I mean, okay. So
Black has a pass pawn.
his okay. So he's not that greedy, and he played the move bishop e6, coming back immediately, which is probably the best move. So here, Magnus played queen d6, supporting the pawn, and he played
he's trying
h5.
to e7 and then bishop.
He probably doesn't know what to do now.
Yeah, White is practically winning now. Okay, the pawns are basically unstoppable, and
And then
also
queen
queen
d8.
d6 also defended this b4 pawn. So okay,
Black can't take anything and get any ideas of trying to get his own passed pawn, but that's already not possible
okay. So
because
Black
White's
played
going.
king h7 here, which is
I don't know what to look for.
yeah,
Like that's
kind of waste. Okay, I think he's probably trying to play queen h8. So here I played queen h2, trying to prevent this
And he
check.
checks or queen e1.
Yeah.
But now it's too late to do anything about it because
even if he did queen, he can do
he's
queen
under an
d8.
attack. It's White's gonna win. Magnus is gonna win this game.
So I
King
played queen
h2,
h2, Black played
queen
queen c1 here, and Black
and
yeah,
e7,
Black
bishop
played bishop
e7.
b7, trying to promote, which he will eventually, maybe after queen d8. So
Yeah,
yeah, Yanchenko played h4 here, and Magnus played bishop takes a6, just grabbing the free material.
freeze. Anyway,
So
Like black has no counterplay now.
So
Because yeah, black can't do anything about it. It's like just it's not even being greedy. It's just taking stuff. And queen c5.
so he played queen c5 here to block the queen from
Preventing the
preventing the
promoting,
pass
yeah.
pawn from promoting. So here,
And
yeah, it's game over now because Magnus promoted after queen e4. He promoted, and eventually, after a couple of moves, Yanchenko resigned. He resigned. Actually, he resigned here. Bishop a6. Bishop
a6, f4, f3.
f4 after he resigned because this pawn is falling. We're on a piece and a pawn.
That pawn's gonna promote.
Yep. So this is our first game that we're gonna analyze, and yeah, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and also hit that notification bell. Okay, so we'll see you next time on the ChessMates.